Hey, come on in. It's Porch, Settin Sunday. It's another day and another chance to sparkle, so keep a sparkle in your eye and a sparkle in your heart because it makes you beautiful. I know it's fall, coming fall, and I've got a fall look, gold and purple. I love those colors together, but it's still hot here, and I'm loving it. I hope we have an Indian summer, and we're getting a storm. Oh, let me show you the mountains before I forget. And the view. You can see the winds blowing. Oh, I hear my girl. Hear the thunder and the lightning. Well, not the lightning, but the thunder. Yes, we're getting a storm, and if it's not a bad storm, I don't mind them. Matter of fact, I love to sleep during a storm. Come on, baby girl. Her's always got to keep her mama. How y'all like my little beauty mark? I've always had that, but I cover it up, and it's real light, and I never darken it. I decided to darken it and not cover it up. So, I had one of my subscribers ask me what happened to my son. Come here, baby girl. Let me get my baby girl. Come, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, that's my girl. Okay, lay down here. Lay down here. Be a good girl. And I told her to come by this Sunday and I'd tell her what happened to my son. But I did tell her in the comments. But I decided not to. If you want to hear that again, or if you haven't never heard it, let me know in the comments below and I'll do it next Sunday. I decided to tell a story about a happy story instead of a sad story. I decided to tell a story about when my girls were little. It is a repeat, yes it is, but some of you haven't heard it, and here comes the rain. Some of you haven't heard it, and I decided I would tell it again. And it has to do with my son too. He grew up with 3 sisters, so of course, if he wanted to play, he had to play dress up. He had to play house. Whatever they wanted to play, he played, but he was always the daddy. So one day I heard they were back in the girls', my oldest daughter had her own bedroom. My son had his own bedroom, you know, and then the 2 littlest ones were not even a year apart. They had their own together. So anyway, I heard them back in the little girls' room, and they were playing, and I snuck back there, and I took a picture, and I had that picture out, but you know, for the last video, I think I showed it, but maybe I didn't. But I do have that picture, and I'll have to dig it out. And I always kept a camera, tried to, if I could afford film. And I always kept film, tried to. And so, this day in particular, I went back there, and they had gotten a table, refrigerator, and a little stove and sink for Christmas that year. Well, they were all back there, and my son was the daddy, and my oldest daughter was the mommy, and the 2 little girls was the kids, and they were getting ready to eat dinner. So they sat down to the table, and so daddy was getting ready to say grace, and so they sat down, all of them, and daddy said, which was my son, he said, okay, let's bow our heads. So he bowed his head, and all of them bowed their head and put their hands like this. Now, I taught them to pray, but their dad never said grace. So I don't know where they got the thing of the dad says the grace, because I always said the grace at our table. Maybe that's how they wanted it to be or whatever. But anyway, they had their little heads all 4 bowed to say grace, and I just love that. So, but I still wonder where they seen, because my mother and father-in-law, they didn't even say grace at the table. And then my mom and dad never said grace at the table. Now my grandma and grandpa did when I was growing up, and they continued up until grandma died. I never seen grandpa again after that. So, and my children never was in the home with my grandma and grandpa to see them say grace. And so I don't know where they got that from, but I just cherish those pictures and those memories to this day. So I just wanted to come by. It's raining. Y'all want to see the rain? Do you hear it? Let me shut up so you can hear it, and I'll show it to you. It's just a gentle fall rain. This is what will happen. We'll get rain, and then the nights will get cooler, and then the leaves will start changing. We have flowers right down there still. Let me show you over the hill. See the black-eyed Susans right there? Oh, they're blurry, but let me try to straighten it up. Well, they're black-eyed Susans, but y'all can't tell maybe. But they're beautiful. So, anyway, that's the story I wanted to tell today. And I want to start doing my lives again. So, I just gotta, now the kids have started school, and it is a nightmare. They're doing virtual learning, and my boys, Avery had a little trouble getting on, that he didn't have the right code. Let me get a drink. My throat is so dry. I'm drinking soda, something I never do. But I had a thirst for it. But anyway, there we go. And he had a little bit of trouble, but once he got on, he was good. So he got on. And then they're delivering their lunches every day with the bus, and I think that is so nice. But they keep changing the time on us, and we keep missing, and they don't realize that we have to go all the way off this hill, and they only come down to the bottom of the hill. So, and by the time we ran out of the house, get in our car, and get down there, they're pulling out and gone. So I did call the bus garage, and they said they'd take that into consideration. So for 2 days, though, we still didn't catch them because now they changed the time again. Said the buses will be leaving the school at 11:30 to deliver lunches. So that doesn't tell me what time they're going to be here, though. So I still have to guess what time they're going to be out front and have to be watching. Meantime, if I'm trying to help one of the boys get online or something, then I'm going to miss them. Or if I fell back asleep, which I might do. So anyway, then Caden, he is having so much trouble getting online. You know, getting his work pulled up on the computer. First they told him they were going to do Zoom meetings, and then he got an email. We finally got into his email, and they handed him computers. So these little computers they gave them is nothing like a regular computer. So I have no clue how to paste and how to copy and paste things from one place to another, because it's not like a computer. So I'm learning too. And so we never did get him into a class. I think his mom got him in one. But anyway, it's just really, really hard. And I just, I don't know if we're going to make it this month or not. But anyway, we're going to try to get their work just for the week and bring it home and let them do it at home like they did last year. This virtual stuff, too many hiccups. So now, Chloe, my little girl that comes here all the time, it's my grandson's girlfriend. She had her first and second day here, and she didn't have a bit of trouble because one thing, she called around. She is a go-getter. She called around and asked other people, how'd you get in? How'd you do this? How'd you do that? And she got in. She had a little bit of trouble, but she is a problem solver, so she got it done. And I told her how proud I was of her. She is such a special girl to me. And I want to say hey to my little Caitlin, my #1 fan. I hope you're not having trouble at school, darling. So you all remember the kids this week that's having virtual school, say a prayer for them that they can figure this thing out and that they can get a good education online. I am not by any means a school teacher or can teach by any means. So if y'all want to, don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Also, leave me a comment. I do try to get back to them. I'm very busy right now, but and I've been trying to do some fall cleaning and getting ready for my sister to come visit again. My sister Jeannie. We're going to do that DNA test. Not for me and her. We know we're related. But to see if she can find any family of her dad's and see if I can find any family of my dad's. So we're going to do that. And if you would, or if you feel led to, could you donate to my channel? That'll help me with my internet expenses, with expenses on things that I need to keep my YouTube channel up. So if you don't care, please donate or go to my PayPal. All of my things are in the description box, and follow me on all my social media. My Patreon page, I'm going to be doing something different. The book thing is just not working out. I had someone read what I'd been writing, and she told me that because I wanted some critique from somebody, you know, and she said that it sounded more like I was making a post instead of writing a book. So I have no clue how to write a book. Can't afford to get help. So I'm going to try something different. I may do some cooking and some, maybe if you donate a certain amount, you can get more in detail of a recipe. Or you can watch me cook it. So I hope y'all will follow me on all my social media. Hope you'll donate if you can. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.